So let's be honest. You're taking the IELTS reading test, you're in the zone, and then you see the true, false, not given questions. And that sinking feeling hits, right? You are definitely not alone. This is hands down one of the trickiest parts of the entire exam.
Welcome to The Explainer by IELTS Guide Phil on YouTube. Today, we're going to take on that exact question type. We're going to demystify it and turn it from a point loser into a real point winner for your final score.
Because here's the really good news. IELTS Guide Phil has a clear, structured way to master these things. Seriously. By the time we're done with this explainer, you are going to have a solid strategy to tackle these questions with confidence and, hopefully, give that reading score a serious boost. So let's dive in. Okay, first things first, we have to get the fundamentals right. I mean, success with these questions starts with having a crystal clear idea of what each term actually means. Getting this part wrong is, well, it's the first hurdle where a lot of people trip up. Let's break them down nice and simple. For true, the statement has to be a perfect match with what's in the text. It agrees. For false, it's the exact opposite. The text has to directly contradict it. And then there's the tricky one, not given. This just means the information is a total blank. It's not there. You can't prove it's true, and you can't prove it's false. So, this right here, this is the whole game. A false answer means you actually found information in the passage that proves the statement is wrong. A not given answer means you looked, and there was just nothing there at all. If you can truly master this one single difference, you're already way ahead. It is the key.
Look, if you find this whole thing difficult, you are in very good company. It's designed to be tricky. It's testing your critical reading skills in a really precise way, and there are a bunch of common traps that even the best students can fall into.
So what are these traps? Well, we already talked about the biggest one, confusing false and not given. But another huge one is using your own knowledge. You have to pretend you know nothing except what's on that page. Don't make assumptions. It's a classic mistake. And on top of that, you've got things like misinterpreting synonyms or just plain running out of time. They all cost you points. But hey, don't worry, there is absolutely a way to navigate these traps. IELTS Guide Phil has developed a proven, systematic 5-step strategy. Think of it as your master plan, your solution for tackling these challenges with total confidence. So here's how it works. Step 1 is so simple but so important. Read the instructions. Does it want true/false or yes/no? Step 2, and this is key, analyze the statement before you even touch the passage. Find those keywords. Step 3 is all about speed. Scan the text to find where those keywords are hiding. Step 4, compare what you found directly. And finally, step 5, the secret weapon, pay super close attention to those little modifying words. And this is a perfect example of what I mean in step 5. Little words like always, some, never, or only, we call these qualifiers, and they have the power to completely flip an answer. If the passage says the company occasionally offers discounts, but the statement says they always do, well, that's a direct contradiction. The answer is false. These tiny details are absolutely critical. All right, enough theory. The best way to really get this is to see it in action, right? Let's work through a quick example together, and we'll use IELTS Guide Phil's method every step of the way. Okay, here's our sample passage. Let's break it down real quick. We've got a new program in 2018, a 20% drop in waste, which is great, but not many people were actually doing it. Participation was low. Got it? Cool. Let's hit the first statement. The recycling program resulted in a significant decrease in landfill waste. Our main keywords here are probably significant decrease. So scan the text. What do you think? True, false, or not given? If you said true, you got it. The passage explicitly says there was a 20% reduction. And, a 20% drop is definitely a significant decrease. The information agrees. It's a match. Perfect. Let's try the next one. Statement 2. The participation rate increased dramatically in the first year. Keywords here are increased dramatically. Does that match what we read in the passage? This one has to be false. The passage clearly states that participation remained relatively low. That directly contradicts increased dramatically. See? It's a classic example of a false answer. The text says the opposite. And for our last one, the recycling program was conceptualized in 2017. The main key word here is that date, 2017.
So scan that passage one more time. Do you see any mention of 2017?
And the answer is not given. The text tells us when the program started. That was 2018. But it says absolutely nothing about when it was planned or thought up. We just don't know. We can't prove it or disprove it from the text. So it has to be not given.
Fantastic work. You see how following that simple process just makes it so much clearer? To wrap this all up, let's just go over a few final pro tips from IELTS Guide Phil that'll help you lock in that high score. Just remember these 4 things. 1. Get really good at spotting keywords and their synonyms. 2. Base your answers only on the text. Period. 3. Really, truly master that difference between false and not given. And 4. Keep an eye on the clock. Aim for about 1 to 2 minutes per question, max.
So, now that we've broken it all down, how are you feeling? Are you more prepared to take these questions on? Because with the right strategy and a little bit of practice, you can absolutely turn this tricky part of the test into one of your biggest strengths.
And if you want to keep building your skills, IELTS Guide Phil has a ton of other great resources for you. You can read the original full blog post over at IELTSGuidePhil.com, watch more explainers just like this one right here on YouTube, listen to deep dives on the Spotify podcast, and even join the Facebook community for extra support. All the links for all of that are waiting for you in the description below. And hey, if you're looking for that extra bit of personalized one-on-one help to smash your target band score, IELTS Guide Phil also offers an online writing and speaking coaching service. If you want to learn more about that, just drop a comment below this video and we will get right back to you. Thanks so much for watching and good luck with your studies.